So prior to being a comedian, I started doing comedy about 18 years ago, and on my third time I bombed, and because I grew up white, middle-class suburbia, when something was hard, I just quit. And so I quit for 15 years. And I decided I need to go in the corporate world. And I had a career as an international sales manager. Yeah, I want you guys to say it with me on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. International sales manager. I want to tell you something. Anytime somebody waves their arm like that, when they say their job title, it just means this is a load of verbal manure. That's all it is. I was good at my job, not because I was hardworking, rather because I had no problem following men into the bathroom to ask for their business cards. I follow more men into the bathroom than Freddie Mercury. I want to tell you something I learned about job titles. The longer someone's job title, the less work they actually do. Basically, I was in the corporate world, and I got really unhappy with life because I knew I wasn't doing what I loved doing, which was just making people laugh, like you good people here tonight. And I just got real depressed, and I started partying a lot, and I was like, I got to do this. I can't live the rest of my life like this. So I made plans to quit and to pursue my dream of comedy. And when I would tell people in the corporate world, I'm quitting so I can pursue my dream of comedy, everyone was like, wow, Pat, you are amazing. I wish I could do what you were doing. So supportive. And then I quit, and I went into comedy, and I told veteran comedians that I left a successful career to pursue my dream of comedy. And every single one of them said, oh, you shouldn't have done that, man. But I'm doing pretty well. And I know that because every show I perform for 2 well drinks. It was awesome, and I got to say there was parts of the corporate world I really enjoyed. For example, I got to fly business class all over the world. Someone else was paying for it. Now that I'm a comedian, I have to fly on Spirit Airlines. I've never met one person who has flown on Spirit Airlines and afterwards said, you know what? That really was worth the money. If you're not familiar with Spirit Airlines, their business model is a low airfare, and then they charge you for everything else. Seat assignment, overhead baggage, being treated like a human being. Your standard Spirit Airlines flight sounds something like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying on Spirit Airlines. Our final destination today is, well, somewhere you probably can't afford. We're anticipating a very turbulent ride for the next 3.5 hours. So we're going to need to have your seatbelts fastened for the duration of the flight. Seatbelts can be rented for $500 every 30 minutes. Passengers need to use the lavatory located in the rear of the aircraft. Number 1 is $2. Number 2 is $5. And to grab your ankles and beg the Lord for forgiveness because it feels like Satan is evacuating your bowels is $666. We're running a special on toilet paper. Buy 2 squares, get the 3rd free. Soap's $10 a pop. We're happy to report a record year of profits here at Spirit Airlines. And with those profits, we're able to offer discounted airfares to families with newborn children. You lucky passengers have 80 of these angels on board. Earplugs will be available halfway through the flight for $7,989.
And that's what it's like flying on Spirit Airlines. When I was in the corporate world, what I really enjoyed was I worked for a multinational company. And I got to meet a lot of cool people and that from all over the world. And that started on my first days in the corporate world. And, I went to the HR training, right? Which HR training is, hey, don't be a creep and don't steal. That's all that is. And we had Mr. Lee in from the China office. And I was pumped. I had never met someone from China before. This gentleman was so polite. Didn't talk much. Good morning, Mr. Lee. Every morning, just didn't talk. The HR instructor, she would try to call on him to answer questions, and he would always just do that. No, 2 days, no answering any of the questions. So day 3, we're watching a situational video, and you know it. Imagine a big screen. The HR instructor, she starts the video, and it's watch the video, pause, talk about it as a group, go from there. She starts the video. It's 2 women working in a factory, and there's your third creep guy, like a Harvey Weinstein in the corner. Oh, God, it looks like he's going to sell you a Ford Fiesta or a Pinto. And he's staring at him, and they go into the break room, and one says to the other, oh, I can't stand, Bill, how he stares at us with those eyes all day. And the other one says, I know, he's just those elevator eyes all day. It makes me so uncomfortable. Pause the video. And the HR instructor says, okay, class, what is the proper course of action? And Mr. Lee raises his hand for the first time in 3 days. Yes, Mr. Lee, she says, she's so excited. What's the proper course of action, Mr. Lee? He goes, yes, and next time a Bill should wear sunglasses. Which obviously is so wildly inappropriate, but apparently not in China. Never really heard about the Me Too or anything. Just imagine a board meeting looking like the World Series of Pokers with a bunch of guys with sunglasses on. That's what I loved about the corporate world.